860 AM, 106.5 FM. WNOV, The Voice. The views and opinions expressed on this show do not reflect that of the staff and management of WNOV and W293 CX 106.5 FM, Courier Communications, Milwaukee, but are the sole comments of the host and guest of this particular show.
Good morning, y'all. What's up? New Voice Radio. Hey, Tony. Wisconsin Voices. WNOV 860 106.5 FM. Tapping in. Happy Monday to y'all. Happy, thawing Monday.
nice way to say it.
Yeah. I seen people with their sunroofs open. Somebody had their Lexus riding down. Titonia had the sunroof all the way open. I had my windows open.
Oh, don't be surprised. It's a heat wave.
Just cracked a little bit. Just less than a quarter of a crack. It's the heat wave.
It's a heat wave. Huh? You don't be out here in shorts.
Bro, how cold it was. It feel like a heat wave.
Yeah. Even when it warmed up to what, like 30s. I was outside with the hood. Yeah, I was outside with the thick hoodie on, running to the car, going to the store and all that. So yeah, look, warm and windy. Look at the Marquette campus; they be ready to break out.
Heat wave. I told you, heat wave.
As soon as Marquette, it's real.
Sundresses and all.
Right. Soon as you see Marquette students, you already know what it is. You be seeing 100 students with they shorts and t-shirts on walking to class. So.
Thank you, D.
Nah,
I
didn't
like
get
the grill.
No, I didn't even. No, I wasn't even around. I was in Chicago for a little bit this weekend, hanging out.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't do the light the grill, but this is a good day to
Yeah, I
throw
would say that it ain't too late. Doc.
Yeah, it ain't too late at all to throw something on there.
Bring you a couple hot dogs, and
right? Something
And
right.
I told you, Mr. Greedy's got fried ribs.
Oh,
Told y'all. Not today. They not open today. But
I'll
they
be
got
there
fried ribs. I clarified that with them. I said they want to make sure.
They're my peoples.
Mr. Greedy.
Mr. Greedy on 35th.
Not the
Greedy.
fried ribs.
Greedy guy.
Randy. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Randy?
No. His
Guyton.
name Randy too.
Randy Guyton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Randy, my
Your
kinfolk.
cousins, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you said Randy, you talking about at the.
Man, I thought you were talking about Randy Brown.
Yeah, at the.
But you talking about Randy Guy? Yeah,
no.
kinfolk.
Yeah, Randy.
Greedy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fire, man. I need my 2 catfish and eggs.
Yeah.
And fried
Waffle.
ribs.
Yo, man, that's fire.
Mhm.
Man, you ain't gonna eat no fried ribs.
Man, listen, man, I'm eating this popcorn. It tastes like steak and eggs. I'm so hungry, man. I can't keep putting air and pebbles in my stomach, man.
Well, back to the weather. Everybody go out and wash your car. Get that salt
Not
off
yet.
on your car.
Not yet. Don't rush.
Yeah, I washed it yesterday. I'm gonna wash it again.
No, I'm just saying. I'm from just driving here from the house to here. Like it's all in the street, so it's just so slushy and not even slushy. It's just wet, and you got all that salt and mixture and
Yeah, I
grime.
washed it yesterday, but I gotta wash
Yeah.
it again because it still got the little salt residue on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's everybody Monday? How was y'all Monday?
My Monday's great.
How was y'all weekend? I had a beautiful one.
Too short.
Too short.
Yeah, it seemed like I left work, went to sleep, and came right back in. And it was
Okay.
Monday.
That seemed like that all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, what happened?
I wonder why. It's a saying that we don't hardly talk about, but why we don't retire early and enjoy our lives.
You can't, because you can't.
Yeah,
It's not. System is not
it's
made.
not. It's not made for
It's not
exactly.
made
Bitch.
on multiple
made for
levels.
us.
On multiple
And
levels.
that's why I wanted to ask that question, because I'm sure if you had a chance to retire, what age would you retire at, Debo? What age would you
I'd have been
retire
retired already.
at?
19.
All right. 19?
I'd
What
have
age
retired,
you
but I will say
retire
this,
at,
and it holds true for most folks. I certainly enjoy having things to do in a day. I don't know what I would do with myself all day long without somewhere that I needed to be.
I tell you what I do.
I agree with you on that one.
I tell you what I do. But I ain't gonna tell you.
But I'll tell you, I'll retire at like 50. I'm not gonna kid.
You would?
Yeah.
Then you would have been retired about 10 years ago, right?
No, I'll give it another 10 years.
We got jokes.
He got
jokes.
That's why I said
Debo
give
got
it another
jokes.
10 years, player.
Debo set you up for that whole debacle.
No, he didn't. He got set back.
Surprise!
But for real, that's something that statistically the average African American male or female retires at 65 to 67.
And by the time you retire at that age, all of your youthfulness and your energy for traveling and doing stuff is out the window. So now you just sitting around at home, pretty much doing nothing.
And then you die.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
pretty
if you
much.
really think about it, like you said, Jermaine, a lot of your youthfulness you can't see.
Yeah.
So there's no traveling over the
You
freeway.
don't have the energy to travel like you could travel because you got the money to.
Yeah.
But you don't have the energy.
And like, look at the airport in Atlanta. They was brawling like a mother.
So it's like, and then like
I
with
know
something
the
like
elderly
that,
people was scared, like, oh
Like-
my God.
like something like that, it's like even like the airports in Atlanta, when you got to catch a flight, so you got to get on them trains that go way across,
Yeah.
depending on where your gate is.
Gated.
So if you're up in age, you moving through those airports as huge like that is a lot of work because
You know, some of them like Denver got that portable Escalade thing that you jump on, and
you just
that's
ride it down.
fun. I did that. That's fun. Yeah, but like you said, all your youth is gone. Your sight, your energy, your willingness, your agility to get up and dance, get your boogie on.
Yeah.
So, like Debo said, you end up sitting at home whittling away.
well, Debo been at home since his 30s. He's been lazy since then.
This dude.
You
Yeah.
retired.
I had to get him back.
You retired like 30 years ago.
No, not at all. You wouldn't have known me if I had. You or Brian.
Yeah, that's right. That's a
But
fact.
you speak to that though. Seriously, I've been in like
Jermaine, you're
Jermaine,
right.
you ever flew out there where your parents stay? You ever flew into Dallas Fort Worth
Mhm.
Airport?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Man, I got off the plane and they said, "Well, come on, we got to go get your luggage." You know, we had to get on the freeway, go
Yeah.
to the next terminal to
Yeah.
get my luggage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
but
was
so
on there
you-
for a minute.
Dallas does it big, yes.
I mean, they don't play no games.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
cousins who owned the house down there, they had their house tore down by the Dallas, I guess the whoever.
Yeah,
To build the bigger part of the airport in the mid '90s. So yeah, that airport is real deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I like that. Retiring age for me would have been like 25, 30, because then it would have been a whole bunch of stuff to do if you could, right? Yeah. I mean,
That's
you could
why
make
they
some
set
bad
it so high
decisions.
for us, because they like, you lazy.
Yeah.
No, but you got
to
some of these
imagine-
guys, man, that's like TikTokers, man, that's able to
Oh, yeah, like
retire
Kai
at that
Cenat
age. Yeah,
and-
that 25,
and
26.
I Show Speed,
Yeah.
and them little young cats, them dudes go around the country and rent mansions, and then they stream from the mansions.
I mean,
You know what I'm
throwing
saying?
away
That's all
money.
they do. And then like he was playing like he was Batman on a stream he did the other day, and had a black not Jeffrey, but what's the Alfred, had a
Oh.
black Alfred,
Yeah.
and he looked like he was in a mansion that had, or some garage that had a whole bunch of expensive cars and had like a Batmobile looking
Yeah.
car inside there, and he was dressed as Batmobile. I mean, random as ever, but he's a young 20-some-year-old streamer. All he's doing is streaming, but he's meeting a lot of people
Yeah.
from that. So yeah, them younger kids found a market, and a lot
And
of them,
they ride the
traditionally,
wave,
yeah,
yeah.
they
Well,
knock out the
kudos to
streaming.
them, because that's
Absolutely.
something we all want to do is retire early.
Yeah.
And literally sit
And-
here and get to count your retirement
Yeah.
money and be like, no, I should have put a couple more hundred each month to that.
Man, it's talked about all the time and how serious it is. You're right. All right, y'all. Well, retirement was the first part of that. The second part is going to be what? I guess talking about some of the local politics we got. So, as far as Milwaukee, we'll just start there before we go into some of the other stuff. So, last week, I know we were in a week before that, probably a week before that, we was talking about the Common Council District 3 seat that's been out there. As you know, that for the ones that do live on the east side or anywhere on that east side area, where is District 3? Just to remind you, District 3 covers most of the east side. if you need to see, you can also definitely check some of the maps between for District 3, or just type in District 3 and you'll see it. But it goes all the way down from starting at Keith, in the corner of Keith. What's that? East Keith. I'm guessing that would be what is that?
Keith and Humboldt.
Keith and Humboldt, where it started at, yeah,
Mhm.
all the way going east. So the election was over there. They did get to their last two. You said you did work with one guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alex Bauer.
Yeah, so Alex Brower and Daniel Bauman are running for the District 3 seats on the Milwaukee Common Council. The race is a special election to fill the seat formerly held by Alderman Jonathan Brosser, who died in November. Of course, there's 15 automatic districts in the city of Milwaukee, and one person from each automatic district, as everybody knows, has a 4-year term. So we will definitely be reaching out. What's that?
They'll be actually serving out his term.
Yes, yeah, finish off his term, right? Up a 4-year term, right? So that's what's 2029, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it 2029?
No, I think it's 28.
It's a 2028. Yeah. Oh, April 17th, 2028. Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
Ding, ding, ding. Toya, it ain't even Tuesday and you're on point. All right, now let's do it.
I know my government.
There you go. So we just want to reach out and let everybody know, or just tell everybody out there on the waves, that Alex Brower and Daniel Bowman are the two for that District 3 seats. And then it seemed like they had a pretty decent turnout again. Everybody that ran got at least a few votes, more than 50 votes. We'll say that everybody got more than 50 votes.
Yeah.
50 and above, or 80, 90 and above on that, like you said, 8.
People should just stop running though.
Oh,
We ain't even finna go there, but like
don't
it's kind of showing
don't do
your
it.
desperateness.
Don't do it.
Just lax. Just,
don't do it.
You scared to say it? You just gonna leave it alone?
I ain't never scared to say anything. I'm just gonna leave it alone because it ain't my place. It's their choice to do what they want, but it's kind of desperate nowadays.
But people have a right to run.
Yeah, they definitely do.
For whatever seat it is that they choose to, if they can get the votes and things of that nature. Why should we stop running? What's an indication that a person should stop running?
I'm gonna agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you run for office, you should at least know the job that is entailed and the duties that come with it.
How do we know that individual doesn't know the job?
When you ask them.
Discretion. Oh, they couldn't tell you?
No.
Oh boy.
Actually, what they said didn't have anything to do with that job. Therefore,
maybe they confused because they ran for 9 other jobs.
See, you hit my point.
Bye.
You hit my point.
Go ahead, Brian. Y'all go ahead.
Like I said, you running so much that you get confused with what the positions are.
Yeah. So, yep. With that being said, yeah, civic engagement is highly important if you are going to run. So I will agree with that. But like you said, yeah, we need people running. We just need the right people running. We need the people with the knowledge and, of course, the overall attitude for the positions, not just running just because they feel like they're just trying to, have a space somewhere. We need people actually that are going to take accountability. You need people that
actually are going to take accountability for the people that they are representing in that district.
Yeah.
So if you're running in a district, you need to know the issues, what the people want in their community, and you need to be running to represent them, not running to get a seat in the door to do something you want to do. That's what a lot of people are running for office for is, oh, I want to change this. But the people that voted for you, they're expecting you to represent them as well. So that's how I look at it.
All right, cool.
Would you ever run?
But I am no.
Brian, would you?
I thought about it. I thought about it. To be honest with you, it's so much I still want to learn about it and so many intricate details, but I would love to challenge somebody one day.
Well, I'll say that. I mean, I marvel at you guys' knowledgeability and your ability to speak to certain things, and you're already in the community, so there's name recognition and so forth out there. I just wondered if it was an aspiration for either of you ever at some point or another.
Wait, hold on, Debo.
No. Oh.
Why you didn't ask me if I would run?
Come on, Jermaine. Look.
Would you run?
Actually, because I'm down for the cause. I want all the pressure. Give me all the smoke.
Right. Because keeping in mind, when you run for these positions, you become an open book.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's why I think about it, because I don't want to be underneath that scrutiny in the city. And then it's not just gonna be from your people; it's gonna be from people that have never even thought about you day in their life as a black man in Milwaukee, and they'll have something to say about you just because you got a little control down at Common Council or something like that. And that right there would throw me off.
See, but let me tell you something. For me, I wouldn't care what a person said about me on the internet, because one, that you're hiding behind for us, that we call it like, that's like Twitter beef, that's like internet beef, Twitter fingers.
Yeah, that's all.
So you hiding behind that, and you wouldn't say it to my face. That's one. Two, I think that for like people like you and like you, being strong with what you believe in, to put that out there, and people can gravitate to what you guys are saying and join the whole fight for what you guys are fighting for. Because like I see y'all every Monday and Tuesday, so I know who you guys are.
Yeah.
And to be in position of leadership, I think it'll be beneficial, because even though people might say things about you, whatever, it still don't take away from who you are.
Yeah.
And that's like me. If I did run for office, it'll probably be a lot of stuff that'll come out like, he did that and he was this and he was that.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you 98.9% of it is true. I can promise you that.
But I think Trump may have changed the game, man. I mean, a lot of stuff that folks look the other way. For him, they got to look the other way for others.
Right.
For real.
If you got 36, was it 34, 35, 34 felonies?
Yeah.
I remember T.I. came on the song when I was in high school talking about some 7 in middle school.
Oh, yeah.
7-time felony.
Yeah.
What I care about a case.
Yeah.
And one day I was just walking around the house. One day I was just like, how would T.I. walk around 34-time felon? What I care about it. That's pretty much what he's saying.
That's pretty much what he's saying.
Yeah.
And
In front of us in New York. But,
if you really want to think about it, when you run for office, it narrows your voice, because you're only one vote in that Common Council. You're only one vote in that Senate. You're only one vote in that representative.
It's all that party. It's all party driven now.
So you really are going to have to make those networks. You're really going to have to make allies. Yeah, who the allies, and putting yourself in position. You really got to write a bill that would be conducive and helpful to not just your district, but districts around, because you have to get those bills passed. So it narrows you in a way, but they're needed.
I like the nonpartisan space.
I like having my open.
I like the nonpartisan space.
Voice.
But can't you still have an open voice in the leadership position, or do they suppress that? Because I don't know. So I'm asking.
They suppress it to extent, because it's like politics is more like rugby game. It's just like it's more. I'm not even gonna say rugby, because you can say hockey if that's the case, or football on a tense night, or it's the true battle in there. It's just like, if you don't have true allies, you don't have that strong leadership role in front of you, then.
So my last question to you guys, because I know we got a show to do, but my last question is the truth really been spoken?
No.
Okay.
It's watered down. I have watched plenty of politicians get in office, and I've been close to a lot of them, where we grew up in the same neighborhood together and literally run for office. And they are some great characters, male and female. But once you get in office, you got to give a little bit of this, take a little bit of that. It's just like you got to compromise too much of your integrity, of what you're fighting for, to even get the simplest little something passed.
Yeah, and that would be highly frustrating for me.
But do you think that Donald Trump moved the goalpost?
Maybe on the federal level, on the state level, I think it's going to take a minute for it to kind of like that wave. Because what I know and what I've heard from some Republican men in Milwaukee, they got this thing. I was somewhere a month ago, about a month, 2 months ago now, and it was a guy, and he was just stating like, man, I can't wait for the Republicans to take back Milwaukee. This is what he said. He said, as you see, you see right now the trend is more Democratic mayors across the country, and from what I've seen and what it looks like in a lot of spaces is, they want to keep this narrative of, the Democratic mayors running the cities down, or they're creating all this, whatever it may be an issue for whatever, the other side, and they're saying the Democrats aren't doing this and
Downfall,
all that
turmoil.
And that they want to use that as a reason for when it's time to, just how they doing it federally. All this is going nuts, and the Democrats ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. And, but the Democrats are creating all this, as they say, the radical, both sides have claimed each other to be radical.
Because I was going to say, Brian, I would not be concerned about a person being a Republican or a Democrat in office if they were actually working for the people.
Yeah, if it was helping the city in any way,
I really
that's what it's about. But
about
it's gotta be realistic.
unifying, coming together. I can't see us constantly. No way is just your way. It changes in your views and your maturity, and just to I only support the Democrats. I only support the Republicans. At some point here, you got to support what's best for the people.
Yeah.
And whether that be a Democrat or a Republican, I want people in office that's actually going to build structure in our communities, bring back jobs, economic education. Just to go into a little bit of Trump and his loving friends, you want to restrict how people use food stamps and actually say that they shouldn't be able to buy junk food, sugary foods, and sugary sodas with it. That's a good concept. That's a good idea. The thing is, you don't have enough grocery stores and stores in the community that support healthier, nutritionist food. You don't. So how are you going to do that? So it's like give and take. Think about what you're putting out there, because that's a good idea. But are you going to be able to put more healthier choices? Are you going to require gas stations to have fruit in there, different kind of fruit besides apples and bananas, kiwi, oranges, anything, versus just the junk foods that they are offered?
Mm-hmm.
We have a caller on the air. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, good afternoon to you guys. I heard one of the gentlemen.
Hey, real quick.
The thing is that I heard you talking about how the cities are being ran by the Democrats, and I want to ask the question: is that not true that our cities, our inner cities, is kind of ran by Democrats? But you have to realize something now, that the common council, the city councils, is really supposed to be a nonpartisan race. That means you're really not supposed to be calling on any one of them parties, not openly. So when we look at this, and we take for granted that the black face is automatically Democrat, I beg to differ with you, because some of these people that are black in these offices, they really vote Republican, but they run under a Democrat type of deal, and they'll stand in line with you. They'll go out and protest with you. They'll fight with you and fight for you. But their interest in helping you is opposite of what they're saying. So, brother, you said that it's an idea that's being shared, that the Democrats are running the cities and they're running into the ground. Is that not true, or is it true?
It all depends on what you feel is a reflection of running, or a reflection of something being ran into the ground. Some people feel like the way that the cities are going, if you're looking at some of them, like the larger cities in the Seattle's, the I don't know if that's a black mayor, but like the Los Angeles, etc. If you're leaning more liberal in a liberal space, you're going to, of course, feel like it's going the right way. If you're in some of the bigger cities, the Atlantas, the Detroits, or whoever has the black majority.
Well, I don't know how much time you spent in Atlanta, but if you ever been on Burleigh Street on a real hot summer day, like 27th and Burleigh, at the gas station at about 2 a.m,
Yeah, I've been. Of course. Come on,
Okay.
stop playing with me.
So that's Atlanta. That's Atlanta on. That's
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not, Beach.
No, it's not.
No, it's not, Beach. No, Doc. No, sir.
That city had 10, 15.
Man, I done lived in Atlanta for 16 years. What are you telling me?
Man, you not living there now, brother.
Man,
Yeah,
Atlanta
but
changed
I'm
every
back
4
in
years. It didn't change the
Man, stop it, Beach. Bro, Meech,
from 2021 to 2025.
Listen, man,
it
you're
just
talking
changed.
to
And I took
somebody
that
that
back.
travel, bro. You talking to
I
somebody
have
that
to tell the
travel.
truth, brother.
So you said 26.
You want me to tell a lie.
Burleigh. So you
tell a
said.
lie.
So let me ask you something.
He just said
So you said 27th and Burleigh
it's like Atlanta.
is like Atlanta on steroids.
No, Atlanta is like 27.
Man, stop it, bro.
That's not the same.
Bro, well, hold on.
It depends on where you're traveling to in Atlanta too as well.
Yeah, let's say that. Let's say that.
Hold on.
There is a lot of black people in Atlanta that is having it, man. That's driving Range Rovers.
I understand that.
Mercedes-Benz, that's running businesses, bro.
Look, my buddy is opening up a barber school. He's down there right now. He's opening up a barber school down there, and he left from here because he couldn't get off the ground.
Right.
Because of the simple fact, your city legislators make it so difficult for a person to get a building around here. The regulations, man, for black people, they keep us down. But the Mexicans and everybody else is thriving. But me and you, we try to open up a business, something as simple as a barber school, and we got all kind of red tape.
And
So,
I agree with you on
That's
that.
true, Meech.
When you
Yeah.
keeping it real, I agree with you. That's
true.
that's something that we all need to stand together on. Why is it so many red flags when it comes to us opening a business? And you cannot hold all of us to it was somebody else's business had a lot of violence, because that don't necessarily have to mean that my business is going to have a lot of violence around my
listen,
organization.
sister, you absolutely right. But it's our people that's keeping us down, because you can take the same little black boy that's selling drugs, nickel bags on the corner, making pleasant peanuts, right? And say, okay, little dog, this is what I'm finna do for you. I'm finna show you how to get this. The money that you making, you can make that same money opening up a corner store. And no doubt, he probably got enough money to invest in a little corner store to get it up and going and running, right?
Mhm.
When he go downtown, the first thing our people gonna say is the neighborhood is saturated with that. We don't want no more junk food in our neighborhood. People like Russell Stanford, people like the new clique that's coming on, this Marlon dude, all of the new people, they're following under the same regime that has taken place for the last 30 years, following Willie Hines. Girl, I got so much history on it because I've been fighting them.
Okay.
That's what I do. And guess what? The city hall leaders is keeping us, and it's all across the country like this. It ain't just in Milwaukee. We put black faces in seemingly high places, and they govern us for the white man. These are real overseers. It ain't the little dude that's voting for Donald Trump that's giving you a problem. It's the people that's conducting business that's keeping me and you from progressing. It ain't
Now,
one black man.
I'm gonna tell you both is. So them people that's with Donald Trump, a lot of them are keeping us suppressed and taking our equality and our rights is not helping.
No.
But also, you are correct that our people do get in office in supervisional roles and be the overseer over. Yes, go ahead.
It's not one black man in this north side, in this city of Milwaukee, with a corner store that has a simple beer license. They wanted to make them quit selling tobacco products, but they'll let other people do it. Let me explain something to you. Now, one corner store, I think we got, 2 or 3 black liquor stores, if we still got that many. I don't even think we got 3 black liquor stores. Okay? But I'll say we got 3 black liquor stores.
Right
I
now.
can name 3. I was just
store.
going to say, I can name 3 right now, but go ahead.
Okay, can you name the 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
T&L on Burleigh at about 10th, 11th.
Okay, he's an African though, right? He's an African.
On
Hold on,
Martin
he's
Luther
a-
King.
hold on,
yeah.
hold on.
Daryl and his
on.
wife down here on 11th and Atkinson.
Colbert.
Yeah, and then
Brian
Hold on.
Drake.
Oh, right.
and then
That's
the
right.
Right here
on,
to Tony Wine and Liquor.
Martin Luther
Culver's.
King and Martin Luther King and Concordia.
Yeah, that's
Okay, you got. Hold on, then we gotta add one more. We gotta add one more because the people on Fond du Lac. On Fond du Lac, what is that? 22nd and Fond du Lac.
Oh, yeah.
23rd and
Yeah.
Fond du Lac?
So is right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we got.
They say Hampton.
That's geek.
We got.
Hampton 5. That's Hampton Colbert. So
Now,
Hampton.
Colbert, he
Yeah.
passed away.
Where?
He passed away. And
He really.
and he
No.
sold
He
it
sold
before
that
he
brother to the Arab. He wasn't dead. Hold on. He wasn't. Hold on. He sold
I
that to the
said he
Arab,
sold it
and he got
Yeah.
right
$2
before
million
he passed
on the
away.
boat.
I ain't know.
Huh?
Yeah, he
But
sold it
Debo
before
said
he
he
passed
sold
away.
it before he passed
It was
away.
it was gone. It was gone before he died, though.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
That's
I
what he
just
just
said.
said.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
listen. Okay, so we named 4 liquor stores in a community of black people with 250,000 blacks in the community. Now, listen to this here. Even though we're against liquor, okay, we're against alcohol beverages and tobacco smoke. Listen, that's our economy. Me stopping you from selling it don't mean somebody else ain't gonna go down the street or around the corner or cross the bridge to get it. See,
You ain't
So
got to
what
stay
we
down the
did is
street
we
or around
eliminate-
the corner. They'll go right across the street
Yeah,
and
but
open
I'm
the building
I'm
and
not
sell
hearing
it.
what I'm hearing.
listen.
I think
This
Meech,
what-
you taking that out of context.
Yeah.
It's only 4 or 5 of them because they chose to sell.
No. We talk. Let's look at the corner stores.
Just like our gas stations.
What about the corner stores, brother? No,
They
The
sold
there's
out,
some
man.
black
They
corner
sold
stores,
out.
Yeah.
but they will not allow them to get a liquor license.
Well,
Your common council, hold on. Your common council downtown will not let them sell beer or wine in a corner store.
If you do
Show me
understand,
one.
as an elected official, you have an obligation to your constituents that if they don't want a beer license on their corner because they know what it brings, then you can't just because
Just force
you might
them.
want them to have it, but you have to vote like your constituents tell you to.
but
We were just talking
no,
about you got to
self-interest, the
represent
best
the
interest.
people that
Yeah.
that vote you in.
Not
You don't
self-
live
it's
on
the
that
best
block.
interest.
You don't live in right directly. You may not be impacted by that. So
Yeah.
those that do, those are the ones. Those your bosses.
But on the flip side, some of the stuff that they need to keep them afloat, and if you can't sell it, which is going to bring in money to your store, you're going to have to sell your store to these Arabs and people that can afford to not
To
be
get
able to
it
sell
cheaper,
liquor,
'cause they
to
don't
not
have to
be
pay-
able to
they don't
sell
have to pay
tobacco,
taxes.
right? So you would have to sell because you only got a limited amount of funds to run your store.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
So yeah, so actually, Meech do have a point with that because, if I don't allow you to sell the stuff that these other companies are selling and they making buku money, I'm gonna have to, after a while, 5-7 years, I'm gonna have to sell my business because I can't keep up with the competitors.
Yeah, and I agree with him on we as blacks get more stricter regulations and rules on any business that we do try to open because the reports of violence. But
All right,
we're
so-
gonna go on a break.
Yeah, and we'll be right back. We got the Mill Clothing Company, Brandon Boyd and Kristen here from the Mill Clothing Company come in and do their thing. So we'll be right back in about 2 minutes. Yeah.
Hey Milwaukee, tune in to Be a Voice Radio, discussing the latest local and national community and civic topics that matter to you the most. Every Monday and Tuesday at 11 a.m. on 860 WNOV and 106.5 FM.
You're listening to Wisconsin Voices, Be a Voice Radio. Follow us at BAWI Voice and learn more at wisconsinvoices.org.
Wisconsin Voices' 3 pillars are protecting democracy. Your vote is your voice. Wisconsin Voices works to protect democracy in Wisconsin by fighting voter suppression, promoting voting rights, and ensuring fair elections for all. Teaching advocacy. Teaching advocacy empowers and educates advocates in Wisconsin by offering training, resources, and support to enhance their skills, fostering a more informed and effective advocacy community for social and economic change. Building community. Wisconsin Voices builds strong communities for a healthy democracy by collaborating with diverse partners, creating networks for positive change, and fostering a sense of belonging and common purpose. Learn more about Wisconsin Voices by going to wisconsinvoices.org. Learn more about what our partners are doing by visiting the events calendar. Listen to recent episodes by going to our podcast and radio. Get involved today.
860 AM 106.5 FM. WNOV, The Voice.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. All right, Big Voice Radio, Wisconsin Voices, WNOV 860, 106.5 FM. We bringing our guest on because, it's Black History Month. What I like to do, even like last month and this month, we're going to highlight, game changers and people doing great things in the city. It's always a goal of mine. We are breaking down silos in Milwaukee, and got two guys in here that's working to break down the silos in a bunch of areas and bringing folks together. Brandon Boyd and Chris Morgan. What's going on from the Mill Clothing Company?
Man, appreciate you, bro.
And what's
appreciate
going
for
on?
having us, man.
Absolutely. I was just to break it down so people know who you are. Now, the Mill Clothing Company is a line here in Milwaukee. If you haven't known about it, you will know after this. You can check them out as well. We got Brandon, I'll talk about first. Brandon Boyd from the north side of Milwaukee, graduated from Elm Creative Arts, Roosevelt Middle School of the Arts, Sherwood High School, and UW Parkside with a degree in communication. DJ, graphic designer, photographer, and videographer. Started the Mill Clothing Company in 2019 in the second bedroom from the Bayshore Collective, then from Sherman Phoenix. Now a standalone on 2000 North Farwell. Wow, you sold over 20,000 hoodies, tees, and hats?
Yeah, we have
20,000
over the years, yeah.
Man, you know what, man? I done seen your stuff in a lot of places. And like I said, I've been knowing about seeing you for a while. I told you the other day you close to my cousin Chuck, so that's how I know that. That's how I knew about you first, because you and Chuck was always tapping in together.
Yes,
and this was, like I said, now 10 to 13 years ago.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was 2 trucks ago, man. It's about 2 trucks ago.
Yeah.
Two of them heavy Chevys you had,
yes,
heavy GMs you had.
Yes, sir.
And then you got your partner and your cousin, you said, right?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chris Morgan. What's going on, my brother? Tell the people about yourself real quick before we tap in with some questions.
Well, I'm Chris Morgan. Like I said, we cousins. We just been, constantly grinding, constantly growing. Me personally, I come from nonprofit world.
Okay.
Where, I worked at the Amani neighborhood, and did like so much in Amani neighborhood to try to make a difference in the neighborhood and in the community, but not just in that community, but in the city in general.
Nice. What I mean? I like to hear that. And yeah, we can talk about that a little bit about your nonprofit world. So let's get into, what's up with this Mill Clothing, man? What do people need to know about the Mill Clothing? Tell the folks how you got this started. What was your vision when you started this, and where has this vision got you right now?
Well, when I initially started the vision, I guess the idea for it was one of the weekends I was at home after being a teacher. So it was a long weekend, and I'm always thinking about business.
Yeah.
So I was watching a documentary on Nipsey Hussle, and he was talking about Crenshaw. And I was like, we need a brand that's for us about our city, because we don't too. So I right after watching the documentary, I went and designed the logo, which is the first one that Cuz have on right there. And I wanted something that was nostalgic and also marketable too. So when whatever city you from, you see the Mill logo, you're like, I want that hat, just like you want a New York hat. I want us to be that version of that. But Milwaukee always took pride in the appearance.
Yeah. And
we always want to be fresh and fly. So when you combine those two, I've always been into fashion. I had other brands before. This is actually about third or fourth one. So I took a lot of things that I learned from Kicks Matters and Billy and applied it to the Mill. So I got it off the ground real fast because I knew how to start.
That's what I remember. Kicks Matter. Kicks Matter is what I remember first. And as soon as you said Kicks Matter, that's what I remember first that you started off with. Yeah.
Yes,
what you thinking about? What you thinking about when you hear Kicks Matter?
I remember those times where it was in the truck.
Yeah,
the Kicks Matters.
And he had it on the truck too, on the thing, in white, right?
Yeah.
See, my memory ain't that bad.
Man. I'm appreciative you remember and see me, like you remember it, like that's dope.
But you was going hard because at the same time I was trying to get off the clothing line that I had gotten, and this is where I keep. That's why I say Chuck is a real one, because Chuck will. He probably do the same thing he was doing to you. He'd be like, man, when you gonna come out with more gear, man? When you gonna have some gear? Chuck and you's probably already doing your thing, but Chuck been trying to push me to bring my thing back out for like last 5-6 years, and I just never got the type of, I guess backing or the focus to really go through with it. But being connected with a guy like you, and that's just motivation just within myself to be like, man, just keep on, just bring it back out, because it was like a little play around thing. 2010, 11. And then, you know, seeing cats like you that's keep on growing, that's motivation. You got all the clothing lines in the city that's, you know, putting a stamp on the city. When you go outside the city and you see that stuff, you're gonna be like, oh, that's my boy. I know, dude. I know Brandon. Look, I pull up. Yeah. So it's a great feeling, you know, from us being a 500, 600,000 population city to see y'all stuff getting shot across the country. I like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Troy, you got any questions before I hit him with another one? I see you over looking at some stuff. Toya about to be on the
about to go over there.
Toya about to finna pull up on you. The one thing Toya do, she supports. I know she gonna come over there. Next question, segue question. How is the support for this? How is the support going for the Mill Clothing?
You want to go first, or cuz?
Well, I think that the support is good, but it can be anything can always be better.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so like us staying consistent, us always being intentional with what we do, I feel like we do have a lot of support, and our supporters do actually like show love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of, like I said, us staying consistent and us wanting to grow and be bigger. So like we always could use more support. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a mission or instilled in the Mill Clothing? Is there some type of mission that you have, not like a, you know, I guess you can, you know, you come from the nonprofit world.
The mission statement.
The mission statement.
mission
you know,
vision.
Some of the clothing lines like NYCs and the academics and all them. They, you know, you crack their stuff open, you'll see some type of, you know. Have y'all started throwing messages in it?
Well, we needed a clothing line for our city.
Yeah, but in a sense, it's streetwear, but also bringing pride to your city where we come from. So we have different. If you go on the website and even come to the store, we have a T-shirt called the Mill's Very Own. So when I travel and go somewhere, or you travel and go somewhere, you showing pride of where I'm from. So I'm showing off who I am, all my great gifts.
I looked at when you said,
yes, ma'am.
Very Own.
So your gifts that you possess, like it's so many different prominent people that's in the NBA, NFL, music, you know, Lakaya, Rico Love, you know, Doc B too, but Tony Neal, you know, those different people that's in the industry, you know, and you wore some stuff as well too. But we just want to bring pride to like wherever you go, you can go. We done sold over in where was that? In Paris.
Nice.
Now we done shipped all over there across the United States. I mean, all over the world, pretty much. Right. So
I got a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
I know you're on 2000 North Farwell.
Yes, ma'am.
Will you plan on expanding out into the inner city?
Well, we were in the inner city. We were at Sherman Phoenix.
Okay.
We was there for a year. Then before that, we were at Bayshore Collective. Shout out Miss Satina Gladney. She gave us a shot. Okay. So we just been progressing and moving up and expanding. So is Farwell the last stop? I don't think so. I think we might outgrow that space in a couple of years and we get something bigger. But our goal is to hire our youth and put them in position and show them how to start a business, how does it work, how does networking work, and those different elements. So we're looking for teenagers that have the know-how and have the will to want to get into fashion or just be an entrepreneur, that type of thing.
There you go, y'all. Hey, look, for the team, for the parents and grandparents, you already know I got to shout out y'all because everybody got custody of somebody up in here. So team, the parents, grandparents, the uncles, aunties, if you have a kid that is looking to just get into the mix of just learning about fashion, the fashion industry, designing, etc., this is an opportunity for them to get into it. And look, you don't hear that too often. You don't. You see it on TV here and there, and then people like, man, I missed it. It was 2-3 weeks ago. Live right now. If you got a kid that needs to, you can tap in through us at Wisconsin Voices. You can reach them through Mill Clothing. And what you got for
No, and I was gonna say, because like what he's talking about with the youth is like we actually offer a program.
Okay.
And so that program is an entrepreneurship program.
Yeah, tell us about it.
So this program is like not going nowhere. I mean, it's gonna be continuous. We fund it ourselves actually, and we also are the instructors of that program.
Nice.
So we like I said, we teach you all of the basics about becoming an entrepreneur, starting at square one.
Okay.
You know what I mean, creating a portfolio, logo, resume, branding yourself, just the whole entirety of entrepreneurship. You know
okay. How's the response been from the youth that you've had go through the program?
I think it's been a pretty good response. You know what I mean? Like you have actually seen some young people flourish. You know what I mean? Some people take it and run with it to the point where they actually are branding themselves and actually got LLCs and have become young entrepreneurs at early teenage years.
I was gonna ask you, do you out of that, do you have an idea of one of your students that was a success story that you can just?
I do, but you know how it go with dealing with the youth. Sometimes you don't want to kind of, you know what I mean? So it's just, teetering those lines where the parent might, take it the wrong way if you say the kid name or something.
Oh, okay,
you know
got
what I
you,
mean?
got
So I
you.
don't want to.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
No, it's all good. You're right. Share what you feel is appropriate. Yeah, you got one.
I was gonna piggyback off of that kind of what Cuz was talking about, but we also have the Mill Collective inside of our store, so we give different entrepreneurs a shot, and they can place their items in our store. So this is I got that we got the idea from just our experience over time, and we want to help and give back to other entrepreneurs that's coming up and don't have that platform to get display their talents. So we have 3 different brands in our store right now currently that we showcasing.
Right. So like we have Beauty Sleep, which is by Kenda.
Shout out to Kenda.
We have Juice Talk Visionary, which is Tay, and then we have Eli with Mash on them.
Okay.
And so these 3 different entrepreneurs that collectively make the Mill Collective.
Nice. I like that.
Okay. All right.
Local helping local. This is what I like. When you see
black on black support instead of black on black crime.
all day,
Right.
Real. I'll take that 1,000 folds over it. When man, for real.
100%.
Yes, absolutely. When you see the clothing and the collaboration, do you feel in Milwaukee there are enough? And this may just be me thinking off the top of the dome, and it might be enough. Are there enough clothing expos and conventions here for Milwaukee, or do you think that as far as local talent, or do you think that is something that's needed on the scene when it comes to highlighting and supporting each other? You think we need more of those type of, not even, it only have to be 150 vendors. It could be 25 to 50. Do you think we need more of those here in Milwaukee?
I'm gonna say, I'm glad you said that, sir.
Right,
so this summer, once it get warmer outside, we're gonna have a lot of collaborative events down at the store because we have a park in back of our store. So we're gonna have a lot of vending events and inviting other entrepreneurs to display their talents and have maybe 20 tables out there.
Yeah.
And if you have a food truck, you can park it in front of the store as well.
Nice.
And then also too, we would like other entrepreneurs to reach out to us because we have the Mill Night Market, and that's every other week. And you can vend every other Saturday, and you can vend with us for 4 hours. We provide a DJ. It can either be me, our DJ as well, or we pair a DJ that fits your brand.
Nice.
So if you want trap, we'll find you a trap DJ. If you want old school hip hop R&B DJ, that'd be me. Or if you want somebody else, you might want like New Styles, or you might want L Boogie, or you might, shout out L Boogie. I know y'all seen this jacket before.
Yeah,
so we
matter of fact, yeah. So that's the jacket that he wore up here. Y'all put that together.
Oh,
yeah, that's a dope jacket. Oh,
yes, sir.
It's coming full circle.
Yes, sir.
He definitely ain't wore it up here a couple Fridays. Yeah, I was wondering where he got that at.
Yes,
all
sir.
right, yeah.
So,
Now I know.
But no, and to go back speaking about that jacket. So remember you asked that question. Do we have like a mission or the statement?
Yeah.
We are home of the customs, right? And so that's what we go big on.
Yeah.
Home of the customs, where anything you see on our website or any designs you see that we have, you can get custom for yourself. You know what I mean? So it's made unique for you.
Nice. I like that. I'm gonna have to have some put together. I like custom jackets. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back with the Mill Clothing just to wrap up with them. If y'all got any questions or anything to ask the Mill Clothing, 414-444-5253. You're on Be a Voice Radio, Wisconsin Voices. Latoya, Brian, and the crew. We'll be back.
Remembering what we stand for. At Wisconsin Voices, we remember what we stand for. Check out our movement dedicated to empowering citizens and shaping the future. Engage with us on our website, social media, and podcast to make a difference. Visit wisconsinvoices.org, explore our events calendar, like and subscribe to us on social media, listen to recent podcasts and radio, and subscribe to our email and newsletter. Amplify your voice and be a voice today.
You're listening to Wisconsin Voices Be a Voice Radio. Follow us at BAWI Voice and learn more at wisconsinvoices.org.
Hey Milwaukee, tune in to Be a Voice Radio, discussing the latest local and national community and civic topics that matter to you the most. Every Monday and Tuesday at 11 a.m. on 860 WNOV and 106.5 FM.
860 AM, 106.5 FM. WNOV, The Voice.
Finishing off with Be a Voice Radio, Wisconsin Voices, 860 WNOV, 106.5 FM. Good morning to y'all again. We are just wrapping up the last 10 minutes or last 6 minutes, 5 minutes. All right, y'all. Mill Clothing Company.
Yes, sir.
Brandon, Chris, what do y'all need to tell the city? What do we need? What do they need to know? What's going on with y'all this summer? And, how can they reach out, get in contact with y'all?
Oh, I thought you was going.
Whoever wants it. Whoever wants
take the wheel, brother. Oh, okay. So, you said the first. What was the first? You gave us multi-faceted.
Oh, shoot, my bad.
Layers.
Oh, whichever one you want first. What else you need to wrap it up with? What else you want to tell the city? And then, how can they get in contact or support y'all?
Get in contact.
Oh, well, I'll start with how to get in contact was. We're the Mill Clothing Company or the mill414.com. That's our website. On all social medias, we're the Mill CC. That's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all those other facets. If you want to email us, that's info@themill414.com. We just changed our business number. I forgot about heart. I know it's one. Well, we'll get it out there some kind of. I forgot what it was. So, but what we got lined up is just expanding, getting more familiar with the new space, and get acclimated to that neighborhood, and getting our people to come down to the east side. And we're going to have a lot of events and a lot of things going on once it gets warmer. And we got a lot of things going on now, even on Saturday. On Saturday, Miss Kidna, she's going to be, with Beauty Sleep, is going to have her vending and grand opening at the store. So y'all all invited. We'll be the world famous Mill Whoppers in attendance too. There, if y'all don't know about that, we'll talk about that off camera. What that is.
You told me last week. Yeah. You said this Friday?
No, this
Saturday, 6 to 10.
Wop it is. I might have to try to Mill Wop.
So, quick question to you.
Yes, sir.
Do you guys make jogging suits too?
Yes,
we
sir.
do. And we do whatever color. You got some J's you want us to match up?
So, wait, hold on. Talk to me, brother.
Look,
oh, yeah.
So like the way it work is like anything you see on our website or that you see in general, we can make it any color you want it. So like
what you talking about, Willie?
So like what I got on now, if you got some Jordans, right?
Yeah.
That's yellow and green.
Right.
We can make this jacket yellow and green.
Or your sweatshirt, a sweatshirt, or
whatever.
Whatever it in there.
Yeah.
So if you go on our Instagram, you'll see a lot of pairing up that we have done. Like people have brought their shoes in, and then we'll go from there. Like we show the process of making it. Because I'm a sneakerhead at heart.
Yeah.
I got like over 200 pairs of shoes.
Oh, okay.
So I'm a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
So we always got that in mind too. Even when we doing our clothes, like these Adidas coming out, or these Nike SBs coming out, or these Jordans coming out, or that type of thing. So we always going to try.
They're going to get them.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
So
we gotta have it to match.
Hey man, I'm gonna get some stuff made for when I'm on stage, man. Something that's
that's
just
put your name on it.
You know, that's
too?
just me. You know what I mean? So when people see it, they'd be like, "Hey, bro, yeah, okay."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm
about you guys support each other like that.
Great
like
to
that.
be able to come to some black-owned businesses.
Yeah,
to do that.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh,
I have a question, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
I know I kind of hinted to it earlier. What size is that jacket you got?
What size is mine?
Yeah. What
Oh,
size?
it's an extra large.
You make all sizes?
What size?
It depends.
What size is yours?
It depends.
It's my size right here. So I'll take this one, you take that one. I know they got
I we gotta watch our back now.
Serious question though.
Yes, sir.
Have you guys noticed in business that having certain people wear your stuff increases traffic for you, kind of word of mouth? So just kind of remember that before you leave here today. I just wanted to be certain.
Okay.
That's why I asked you about that, because I do a lot of
so everybody see us.
I do a lot of traveling, and I'm in music. I'm a music producer, so I work with a lot of industry artists.
Okay.
So I'm in and out of town a lot. So that's why I asked you that. So I'm like, okay.
Kind of throw out some of your stuff to them. So you.
Hey man, I ain't gonna name drop on there.
Name drop a little bit.
Was you at one of the Rebels?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, working with Shafi and all them other cats in
there. Vic and
Vic, Anwar.
Anwar, yeah. So that's what we used to record. Yeah, we used to record up there. What was the Caucasian guy that used to be
white run the engineer?
Yeah.
Skinny cat.
Yeah. R.P. Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why when you kept saying you was the DJ, I kept cracking up looking at him. I said he ain't
no man. Because listen, when I seen him out there, I looked at him and I'm like,
I said that too. I said he was Rebels. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I remember. Kool-Aid showed me how to work the MPC and the chord Triton and everything. And then Jacob Lattimore's uncles used to be in there too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Big
they
Jack
were
and they
was
actually there with me.
Okay.
So we was in there working on their album.
Yeah.
Man, all this talent flowing through the city, boy. I like it.
Yeah, we got to most definitely lock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tap in. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, because I definitely need some. I need to be a nice sweatsuit before I go to LA later on this year.
And we've been for those that are watching online, we've been just kind of clicking on different pictures from their website where you can kind of get an idea.
Appreciate that too,
of the feel of the store. This hoodie right here, I'm loving this. Hi, I'm from the mill.
Yeah,
you gotta see the back though.
That strike up a conversation. Trust me, I got the back.
Oh, you saw the back of it?
Like that.
The one,
that screen right there. Look at that screen right there. Is that
that's not. That's to our other ones. It has a heart on the front, and then on the back of it says the mill, like love the mill.
Oh, okay.
So we got different. That one, the higher from the back of that one has a map. You got the silhouette of Wisconsin.
It's got like the location showing Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
man. I can't get it all on there, man.
That's all right. That's all right.
Hey, so otherwise, what they trying to say is come to the store.
Come to the store.
Wait. There's a picture of the store right there. 2000. Come on, go holler.
Absolutely. Well, this is Be a Voice Radio. We have the Mill Clothing, Brandon and Chris from the organization, from the company. You are on Wisconsin Voice, Be a Voice Radio, 860 WNLV, 106.5 FM. Black History. We'll see y'all tomorrow, Tuesday, with more hot topics.